Hey yo, what's going on? Welcome back to the Western Conference Elitists. Today we're going to be doing a film session and breakdown at the end of Tyus Jones, the newest starting point guard for the Phoenix Suns, joining Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal, and Devin Booker. Matt Ishbia has declared the Devin Booker point guard experiment a failure. So now they bring in a true point guard, assist turnover god as social media knows him. You will, by the end of this, hopefully have an opinion. But we're going to break down this film session, the three major facets to the Phoenix Suns that he will contribute or not contribute. You decide for yourself. First, we're going to look at his scoring. Where can he score from? Where does he score from? Second, we're going to look at his playmaking. This is where he makes his money. So you can decide if you think it'll translate to a competitive team. And third, we're going to be looking at his defense, and because he hasn't played on a serious basketball team in a year, we're looking at his 2 year ago defensive film against the Los Angeles Lakers in the first round with the Memphis Grizzlies when they lost. But we're going to look at how he plays defense in a competitive environment, specifically in the playoffs, which is as a team in the second apron with Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal, and Devin Booker. I'm assuming they are looking to make a run. So, that being said, let's jump into it. My thoughts will be at the end, as always. Drop a comment, like, subscribe. It means the world. Let me know your thoughts. I love to debate in the comments. All right, let's get into it.
Especially shooting a three, talking to Wally Zerbiak, who does the broadcast over there. He said he can get hot in a hurry.
You heard in the pregame show about West Hall talking about the quick starts for Tyus Jones and his ability to score in the first quarter.
Really unlocked his scoring capabilities is his three-point shot. I mean, last year he's one of the top guys in three-point makes an entire league. So is that what it is, 52-80?
Yeah, it's on the court.
Well, guess what? Mexico City is in the 70s. Wow. So if you had a problem breathing in Denver,
pack your oxygen. There's a corner three there by Tyus Jones off the assist from Kuzma. Julius Randle had 29 points, which was the season high Wednesday against the Atlanta Hawks.
Like to see that first one go down for Dame after the Boston debacle. There's that floater we're talking about right there. A little bit getting to them. It shows that they were engaged, that they were invested into that game.
You said on the air on Wednesday, sometimes it's overused. Hey, this day for interrupting this conversation.
Nice high double screen. Well, he's there for moral support. I mean, just this guy
Here's
here.
Your float guy.
Not going to score a whole lot of points, but just really efficient.
Would you stop talking about it?
Yeah, you're right. That distance years ago.
Yeah. Giannis is getting set to check back in, as you saw. 5 different lead changes, 3 ties here so far in the first quarter. Tyus Jones just stop it.
On that shot, Dave coming into this game, Lisa, he was 2 for 12, 17%. He's hit a couple so far here early in this game, which is a great sign. Well, and all courts haven't been created equal. You've heard some complaints about slippage. That's never been an issue here in Milwaukee, so that's a good thing.
And Tyus Jones for 3. Ties it at 72. And once again, guess who?
Got to rotate quicker. You got to prevent the uncontested layup. Keep this guy out of the lane. Tyus Jones, you don't mind that shot.
Jordan Poole. Double team. Makes the right basketball decision. In the middle of this zone. It's Poole. One to Kuz. Swings it over to Tyus. 3. Count it.
he can shoot it.
Here's Avia on the break.
The shot never goes away.
Never.
Everything else does, though.
Jones, no look feed to the landlord. Daniel Gafford all over Nick Richards.
I had Mexico City right here on my list.
Well, there it is. Yeah. As the commissioner said, hey, the largest city in this side of the world.
Those genes are strong in that family. Alley-oop there to Gafford.
There you go.
Jones gets around Neesmith, falls down, picked off by Hield. And that's going to end
Look at the talent coming out of Canada.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. Canada is just producing such great talent.
26 players.
Played with Jackson.
Does coach go to Lavender too?
No. Corner Kuz. Yes. First three as the Wizards started 0 for 5.
I told you, he really watches
I know
this.
my stuff, man.
Oh, nice
good
flip.
feed. Inside. Tyus Jones, the Kuz. Here's Kuzma. White getting into the passing lane. Going the other way on Jones. The layup is good.
Unless there's no chemistry, no real chemistry on this team.
Bounce pass intercepted. Trey spins out of trouble. Shovels. Beautiful feed to DJ.
Played a couple of years with D'Anthony Melton in Memphis. Finds a cutting Daniel Gafford, and that's his third jam already.
Washington still plus 14 in that area, 44-30, but the Bucks have picked it up.
Shamet doing it inside, now outside. Landry Shamet. Jordan Poole. Three-pointer for Poole. It's on an 11-2 run, prompting that timeout for Washington. If you're just joining us, Jordan Poole not playing tonight. Late scratch. Cal Kuzma might have to pick up the load offensively.
Love how the ball is moving.
Popping like popcorn. Kispert, corner triple, yes sir.
Jones finding the right man at the right time.
Franz for three. Rims out. Rebounded by Kuzma. Tyus Jones over the top to Avdia, waiting from the corner for three. Black tried to hit Suggs, but picked off by Jones. Bounce pass ahead, and the Wizards take the lead.
2 or 3 possessions. Just start creating a little bit more room. He gets right down.
There's not too much drop off, so I think he's used to, I would say, the mentality of both coaches.
McNeil got into the passing lane, and once again it leads to a leak out. Gafford, Kispert, and Jordan Poole as Kyle Kuzma gets a corner three.
Solid minutes off the bench for him.
Turnover by Washington.
It gives them confidence.
Definitely, I think, merits some consideration.
It was the same story for him last season. For a while, it was a legitimate discussion of, is it Jerry?
Here is Tyus Jones off the bounce and the lob to Daniel Gafford at 6'10". The fifth-year man out of Arkansas flushes it. Gafford, pick and roll from Jones.
Here's Kuz. There's Jones now going left. Floater upstairs to Gafford.
Easy.
Washington as a team is shooting 70% to start the game. As Tyus Jones, again, as Drew said, came in listed as questionable with the foot injury. Starting, finding Kuz, who touches nothing but core. Wizards, largest.
You get a quality shot with this Cavs lineup, and they're going to make a lot of them.
Full baseline. Saw Allen passed out of it. Kuzma will take the shot and hit. Connects on a three. The Wizards limped out of the gates. They dropped 20 of their first 23. They're trying to get this train back on the tracks, and they haven't found any success here in Cleveland doing that.
Wizards with 18 of their 50 points coming into the paint tonight. It's a good steal there by Tyus.
Again.
Bounce pass to Kuz. Kuz, 2 hands on the rim.
In the loss to Boston, they responded to beat the Celtics with a strong second half on Monday night. Avdia in the corner. Jordan Poole. Avdia. Touch pass sets up Kuzma. Good look from 3, and he nails it.
Bilal going upstairs off the feed from.
I wasn't even dreaming of the NBA. When did you first start? What year in high school did you first start? Oh, nice pass, Jones to Kispert. Brunson drives, goes inside, finds Hartenstein, but stolen by Kuzma. Kuzma ahead of the pack, goes inside, lays it up and in, and the Wizards have a 1-point lead. Grimes is guarding Kuzma. Jones whips a pass to Kuzma. It's a good look, corner three, and that's good. Grimes too far off him, and Kuzma had a clean look.
Not only that, I mean, Tyus Jones, you got to remember, he didn't play majority beginning of his rookie year. Over there in Minnesota, had Coach Tibbs, the guy that can get you buckets in transition as well.
Allow to close out the first half with a three. Utah Jazz was 8 of 22 from three. Washington hit a couple of threes there in the second quarter to pull within a lead. And Daniel Gafford starts the third quarter off the lob from Tyus Jones. Made his first 2 shots. He's got 6 points to lead the Suns. Meanwhile, Daniel Gafford, the lone Wizards to score so far. Here's Denny Avdia off the feed from Tyus Jones. Tickles the net.
And make you pay.
Nurkic with a dozen. His field goals by month, 42% in October, are minutes. Washington can hold for the final shot here in quarter number 2. Tyus to a cutting Avdia.
Took the to the corner and rattled home.
Space him tonight. He's not going to settle for too many three-point outside shots. Only 3 attempted out of 14 he's took.
Tobias Harris getting the steal.
Was their biggest lead. Jones. Avdia gets it.
See, he just does a great job of reading the situation.
Maybe not since Chris Anderson back in the day, the Bird. Avdia.
But he also has the three-point shot.
You give him space, he will make that three, much like Kispert, if he's got a little space from the outside.
Good ball denied by Jones. Beasley using the screen, fires away. Aldama the rebound. Russell getting fancy with Jones, fires away, three-pointer in and out.
The greatness of Reeves with that behind-the-back pass on the money.
And Reeves on the money with the jump shot. 16 for Reeves. He continues his terrific play.
Lakers up 19 already in the game. Russell from 3.
Giles putting pressure on. It opens up that kick-out pass.
Hashimura and Russell, a little pistol action for the bucket.
Yeah, Rui needed to give that ball up faster. D'Angelo a little bit frustrated. Don't necessarily love that he showed it, but he knows he's feeling good offensively.
Little guard-to-guard screening action with Reeves and him. And Jones with the steal.
All right, let's get into the breakdown part of this video. So first, let's look at his shot diet per 3stepsbasketball.com. So if you look at the chart, the bigger the bubble, the more shots he takes from that zone, and the darker the bubble, the more efficient he is relative to his league mates. So as you can see, his only consistent shot diet is that middle floater, which he does not shoot well on. He averages 12 points a game, but you are not getting him as a scorer. That's not what he's going to bring to the team. When he has the ball and he's dribbling, he is looking to create. How does he do his creation? I'll show these highlighted clips, but most of his creation, bunny ears, you can't see me, is off of forged advantages. So what I mean by that is, think of the great playmakers in the NBA. You're thinking Luka, you're thinking Trey, you're thinking Jokic, even Giannis. These are true playmakers. And the reason that they're so valuable is they're elite passers combined with elite scorers that bend the defense to their will. Tyus Jones has half of that. He's an elite passer who doesn't bend the defense zip. So he needs to operate out of these movement plays, right? If you just have Tyus Jones at the top of the key and you say, okay, Tyus Jones, create us a bucket, you're screwed. But if you say, okay, Tyus Jones at the top of the key, we're going to run around in circles and Daniel Gafford's going to send the screen and you're going to come off it, and you have this layer concept where you have Gafford as the roller, behind him in the same line of sight, you have the corner 3 skip pass, and you have whatever, all these options, then he can be lethal. That is where he makes his money. Out of these pick and roll, on the run, has all his players in his line of sight. He can really punish a defense like that. He also throws a pretty good leak out pass. He has some nice highlights with it. Another thing is his turnover, his 1 turnover a game he averages. I watched so much Tyus Jones film to make this video, and honestly, very rarely was it his fault, even his turnovers. However, when it is his fault, it's pretty much always the same thing. It's that play where he's coming off that Gafford screen, he's looking for the 2 options that he has in Gafford on the roll, or whether it's Denny Avdia or Crisper in the corner on the skip pass. If they're both covered, he'll jump up, gets caught in the air, and throws it away. Every time, that's what it is. He gets caught in the air because his reads aren't there off that play. But, if the defense is scrambling and the ball comes to him and he has a wide open 3, he will tap it over to a better shooter. That's really smart, but he's not aggressive, which is good in the Phoenix context. It's pretty bad in like a Washington context where he's a tank commander. But here, he is a complementary piece, a role player, but he might be perfect in the role. He's not gonna end plays. He's gonna allow the elite scorers that Phoenix has to take all the shots, and do it in a way that's not gonna have these major consequences like a Russell Westbrook might in the playoffs, where he's this huge game plan liability. In his last postseason run, I will warn, his 3-point shooting fell off a cliff to 16% on 20 minutes a game, as opposed to before the playoffs when he was shooting 37% on 24 minutes a game, and his assists also dropped from 5 to 3. That could be just because Ja Morant was playing more on ball, because in the playoffs, your best players have the ball in their hands, but who knows with that one. I'm very high in this move for Phoenix. I think it's huge. I think they really needed someone like this, and Tyus Jones is pretty much perfect. When it was just Monte Morris, it was pretty good. But this is like the prototype of what I would call a, flex sale fix. I think Phoenix has 3 cracks. Or last season they had 3 major cracks. First of all, they had no point guard. They were trying to gaslight themselves into thinking Devin Booker was a point guard. And you can't win without a point guard. It doesn't happen. That's number 1. Number 2, it's their depth. Hasn't been fixed yet, but they're working on it. Okay, you have to give them some credit. They're working on it. Number 3 is that center position, Yusuf Nurkic. Massive question mark there. If on paper, he looks a lot better than he is, I think, because he gobbles up rebounds. But he's just a proven not playoff center. Very slow-footed. He's going to get attacked, especially if they go against serious teams, i.e. second round and beyond. But we'll see how that is. But my official opinion on Tyus Jones to the Suns, it's a great pickup, especially at the value. You don't find players like this. There's a reason no one else has these assist turnover ratios. You could say, how important is it? It just means he's not taking so many risky passes. But there's a reason no one else does it, and he leads the league in it every year. And getting a guy who leads a statistic that directly was one of your team's weaknesses the previous season every year is nothing but a huge win, especially on a minimum. So super high in the move. Still a lot of question marks with the Suns. I think they're still a lot further away than people think. For example, little secret, their defense in the playoffs was a huge problem, and they haven't addressed it at all. But we'll see. We'll see if they make any other moves. Yeah, they were a 126.4 defensive rating in the playoffs. That's the worst. The next one that was even close is the Knicks, who are injured. But whatever, let's deal with that another time. We'll do a Phoenix Suns season preview in another video. Drop a like, comment your thoughts. Any disputes, anything you would like to add, let me know. And until next time, peace.